You can use Jonah really, and you can see the astrological story progress where he's in a fish. And why this fish is like Pisces is because had this fish been metaphorically single headed, wouldn't he have just chewed up and devoured the prophet? But no, this fish did swallow him, but held him and then released him and then vomited him up on the beach. So that's a transition from Pisces to Aquarius, because now you have issues of water when Jonah is vomited up back on the land while he's waiting to see if the people of Nineveh are cursed. He's under a branch or under a shade leaf that withered because a worm had ate it. It was hot, so he was getting ready to experience heat exhaustion, and he began to curse over this withered vine. And this is when the Lord said, you're concerned over a vine that was up one day and gone the next, and you don't care for these people, thousands of people who don't even know their left from their right, thousands of people without common sense. The prophet in this day and age can, really get caught up if they happen to be born at the end of an age and the beginning of a new age, because the rules and the power and the anuship is going to change, which means typically the rules of divinity change. That's just how big the concept of God is. In every age, this can change in concept, but not necessarily in degree, just change in concept and change in expression and change in its form of governance, which is, and I hate to say it, I don't hate to say it really because it sounds very cliche, but law of attraction, that kind of stuff. That's the beginning of the Aquarian age. But we had, 2010 through 2012 to kind of get introduced to it. So those of us that jumped on books like The Secret and we were fishing and reaching just to see where the magic was at, and this gives you a head start in the game. So you can do that, but don't get in the Jonah like position, because that can happen too if you're coming from, if you're too staunch in one way. For instance, you may have been, relying on a deity, and if that deity should not answer you the same way, you have to take certain gems that was given in that age, like believing in yourself and being able to believe and being able to foresee. That's the thread throughout all belief systems, is that you can create what you desire even from nothing. That's one single thread that all the belief systems typically agree on, and that is actually ageless. The tone and the tenor of the time will change, but essential threading rules like that, like the idea that progress itself is unlimited, that's a constant, and you jumping into that flow, you're going to be in the constants of it, the consistency of that flow. So you can flow from age to age. So let's say if you were able to live for 26,000 years, you're going to see the idea of God change at least 10 to 12 times. Think of the last 2,000 years and the age we in now. Just as solid proof. Just use the most recent history, and you can pinpoint this. But this and other gems about other things will be forthcoming. So again, this is Sigma Programming. Thank you again for your time and attention. I'll catch up with you soon. Peace.